Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Corinne.
And what are we doing today?
We're off for a Jeep ride. We're starting out near Laverton, Utah at the Sheep Bridge Natural Preservation Area, and we're going to go on a trail that's called Oh the Views.
And this is all about the views. This is a very, very simple gravel road trip apparently, and it's just going to be a lot of really pretty views.
So let's get started. So we're starting at the Sheep Bridge Nature Preserve. It's east of Laverton in southern Utah. And this area is mostly walking trail. There are other trails nearby that are set up for mountain biking. So I haven't explored this as a hike, but it looks really good. The Gem Trail is nearby, and that's a well-known bike trail. All the Jeeps are assembling here, and people have aired down their tires already. We're getting ready for the driver orientation, and that's where we get a little bit of a discussion of what technical rating the trail will have, how long the trail will be, and where we will stop for our lunch break.
The St. George Jeepers is a volunteer group that always has a trail leader and what we call a tail gunner, somebody that follows up in the back. And before we start any trail, there's always discussion of the hazards, things that we need to be careful of, and the kinds of things that we might run into.
This is an easy trail. It's predominantly hard pack and it washes. A few slightly off camber drops into washes and back out. We're going to spend the entire morning right up in here.
Once our leader gets finished the discussion, we all jump in our Jeeps and we are off. And the first part of this is actually just a dirt road that actually takes us out to the trail.
Radio check on 20. Anybody got a radio check?
There's also a lot of backcountry camping in this area, very popular with the bikes. They can camp up in their RVs or vans and then go out on the trails.
You wanted to be in your lane.
And after a short distance, we arrive at the turn that takes us onto the trail. From here on, it gets a little bit more interesting drive. For an area that is really quite rustic, the facilities are really quite excellent. Something to keep in mind if you come out to visit us in southern Utah. It's not much of an obstacle. It's mostly just very rutted road. It is possible that it gets quite thin in places. The water's washed away the driver's side quite a bit. So we kind of got to hang to the passenger side a little coming through here. Mostly it's just bumps and a little off camber. And they create these sort of deepish bumps for the Jeep to sort of drop into. The spring is a great time to come wheeling in the desert. All of the flowers are starting to come out, and they're really quite beautiful. It really makes the desert very, very pretty. I think this is cliff rose that has come out on these plants. They are a little bit scraggly plants, but the flowers are quite pretty.
Even if the sky is falling down. trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And
Has done a stop to enjoy a viewpoint along the way, and you could see quite a long lineup going back here of all the vehicles. Some Broncos, a lot of Jeeps.
So after our short rest stop, we are back on the road again. So we're only about 3/4 of a mile from where we started from, but we're 1,000 feet up. So we've worked our way up on top of the first set of mesas that we saw from the bottom. And this is one of the spots that give this trail its name, Oh, the View, because the view is gorgeous. And we have the perfect day, white puffy clouds, it's nice temperature, just absolutely gorgeous day to go jeeping.
Over in the distance there, just beyond these cliffs, you'll see a few houses and a road coming down from the highway. That's a black stripe heading directly away from me, and that's the area where we started our ride this morning.
So after the trip along the escarpment, we're now working our way down back to the main road. The next section crosses the road and we go up the other side.
Pavement all the way up road, and we'll get everybody staged up on the pavement before we move on. Copy that. There's gates closed.
We're just heading down towards Highway 9 near the town of Virgin, and out there on the hillside is a large grouping of yurts. That's a resort called the Wildflower Resort, and we're actually watching a red-tailed hawk doing some circles here over the valley. He's hidden by some of the landmass, but he's doing nice circles up there. We're just going through an area of orchards and crossing some private land with the county access road and road back into BLM properties.
So we're continuing to go up. We've gone up about 800 or 900 feet. Apparently this road takes us up to a little over 1,000 feet above where we started from. And it's definitely no longer a county road. It's become a trail again as we get up here. So we're coming up to the Guacamole Trail, and I think this is the end of the road. So as we get into the trailhead here, which is very busy, very popular spot today.
So the top of the mesa here is...
So all the cars that were parked up here in the parking lot are up here to go on to run what's called the Holy Guacamole Trail, mountain biking trail. And so much so I was surprised there was a road out the other side, and we took the road out to the other side. So we got a little ways further to go. And when we got to the top, we stopped in a little forest of juniper trees in order to take advantage of the shade to have our lunch. It's a beautiful spot to have a lunch. Just absolutely gorgeous location. Highly recommend coming up here if you have a chance. This is all BLM land, so this area is opening to dispersed camping as well as hiking and biking. We finished lunch and got mounted back up again and are on our way back. Had a beautiful view of Zion National Park. We're just outside it, and it was really quite pretty.
As we finish up our lunch and head out, we're just driving past this fence. This marks the boundary of Zion National Park, and you can see some storm clouds building over there to the east of us.
So we're on our way back down again. This particular trail is one way in and one way out. We're heading now on one way out, which is the same way as in. And here are some of the ranch horses. These are pretty common all along this area. And they're out here having just a lovely day. Those clouds just keep pouring in. We were going to do another trail today, but I think we're going to pass because we don't want to get up there and find out that we're getting heavily rained on.
Well, it must have been a good day on the trail because we got a good layer of dust. It's only been a few days since we were washed off from our last trip, and now it looks like we're ready for another wash. And it's time to air up our tires and get ready for driving on pavement. Had a good day on the trail and wrapping things up. Looks like it's just about the right time because there's some stormy clouds coming our way.
Well, good morning, folks. As you can see, it's a couple days later, and we are at the car wash to spray all the muddy sand off our Jeep.
Yeah, when we finished up yesterday, we started heading out after we aired up, and it rained just as soon as we were on our way. So today we're going to wash all that dirt and grime off and the water spots.
So we sure hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below.
And as always, if you could, while you're down there hitting that subscribe button, if you wouldn't mind hitting that little bell button and to be notified when we release videos. It really does help us out, and as we grow the channel, the more interaction we get, the more we get shown on YouTube.
And we love your comments and thoughts and ideas and responses, so go ahead and give us your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we'll respond as soon as we can.
And until next time, bye for now.
Bye for now.
Even if the sky is falling down,